Well, they lead the league in forcing turnovers. They force over 19 turnovers a game. They really get into the ball. They're very good at taking things away. You have to try to get your pressure releases out there and be strong with the ball. If not, it's going to be a lab drill on the other end.
In general, how do you think you've taken care of the ball this season?
You know what? We've gotten better. Obviously, we had some key ones in the fourth quarter against Phoenix the other night. We had 8 in the fourth quarter, and some key times. But we've been getting a lot better with that. Early on in the season, it was a little bit of a problem. It got better. The thing that I like, we had 28 assists. I believe now back-to-back games. We've got to keep that up, keep sharing the ball, and keep our spacing.
Fred, I know you guys have been weighing as a staff, weighing possible different lineup, different look. Have you guys come to any conclusion you're going to start something different tonight?
As of right now, we're going to stay the same. So we'll get it figured out here in the next 20 minutes.
So it's a fluid situation, is what you're saying?
That's right. Yes.
I know the other night you talked about the restricted area and the troubles in the restricted area.
Yeah.
How do you, besides the obvious of just make it, how does that improve, especially with some of your bigger name guys?
Well, we just got to work on our finishes. It's something you practice outside shooting a lot. Same thing on finishes. You got to work at it. You got to get better at it. And again, you have to have good spacing. When you drive the ball to the baseline, you got to get somebody at the front of the rim, and you got to get somebody in the opposite corner. We had 2 times last game where that didn't happen. One of them led to a turnover, a key turnover, late in the game. So you just, again, it's locate the rim, go in there and finish strong. It's something that we got to improve on.
If you guys do decide to go in a different direction with the lineup, and obviously in preseason you guys made a lineup change, how receptive do you think these guys are to where you feel like they're pulling on the rope the same way? I mean, there's not going to be arms thrown up and rolling of the eyes.
Sure. Yeah, I think the big thing is it's communicating with your team, communicating with your guys, talking to them about their roles, and try to go out and accept them and do the best job you can with them once you get them.
Scoring these 20 points in the with guys who's having a few shot attempts, considering how much of a struggle it is for you guys to score points. Do you want them to take more shots and score more at this stage?
Well, yeah, we want Jimmy to be aggressive, and anytime he gets a look, we want him to rise up and take those shots, and he knows that. The one thing about Jimmy Butler, he's a very unselfish player. He's always looking to get his teammates involved. He may get a pump fake, try to drive in, draw help, and kick to one of his teammates. He's done a nice job with that this year as well. But yeah, we want Jimmy to be aggressive, and he's a heck of a talent, a heck of a scorer. So when he's got an open shot, we want Jimmy taking those shots.
Coach, solid team that you took over. I know it's a general question. It's sort of always. Are you seeing progress in the way that you want them to play?
We've made progress in certain areas. The biggest thing is just it's consistency right now, and that's what we have to keep working towards. It's playing a 48-minute game. We've had very good stretches, and we've had stretches where things just go dry out there. So you got to try to eliminate those. You have to do a good job of keeping your movement. When we get stagnant out there, we go through droughts. So we got to keep moving, keep doing the things that make us a successful team out there. When we play well on the offensive end, that tends to lead to a good defensive effort as well. But our effort for the most part has been pretty solid, and we got to keep doing that and work on the things that we need to, but at the same time do the things that are successful for us on the floor.
Over the last couple of days, some of the work of the locker room and shoot around has been soft. About this team saying that possibly you guys have played soft in moments. Is that something that you sense? Is that something you like being out of your team, at least that type of self-reflection?
Well, obviously you don't ever want that word used with your group. The thing where we were soft is hitting on the glass. I think they had 14 offensive rebounds, but some huge ones late in the game. You got to go find a man. You got to put a forearm in their chest. You got to keep them off the glass as well as you can. It cost us a game the other night with as many second chance opportunities as they got. So I think that's probably where the word soft is coming from. Is you got to do a better job hitting guys.
Is this? I know when you first were hired, you talked about championship caliber and the personnel, but it seems like this group, besides Jimmy, this guy's offense, not so great on defense. Another guy's great on defense. Is that tough as a coach to try and mix and match this thing together? And is it tougher than you originally thought it would be with this group, because it seems like there's some of these guys are just so one-dimensional?
Well, we all believe in these guys, and you know, you look at our defensive numbers; they're very solid, and you know, we've got to continue to do a good job on that end of the floor, and you know, at the same time, continue to get better on the offensive end, continue to move and do those things. But you know, as far as the numbers go defensively, we've been pretty solid, you know, all across the board with our different lineups out there. You know, we believe in these guys, and you know, I know those guys believe in each other. We've had 2 very difficult losses. There's no doubt about that. You find a way to win those 2 games, we're in a great spot right now, but we didn't. You know, so we got to learn from what we didn't do and get better, and hopefully that starts tonight.
Fred, do you have any relationship with Brad Stevens, and how has your experience, different, having so much experience in the NBA, helped in that?
Yeah, I have gotten to know Brad over the years. We recruited together at different places. You know, I always found a time to sit down and talk to him. Spent time together at some Final Fours. He's doing an unbelievable job. I think the world of him as a coach. He's a great person. He's done an excellent job getting this team to the playoffs in year 2, and you know, I think they've got a great group of guys, and he's coaching them the right way. So, yeah, I have gotten to know Brad. As far as differences, you know, I guess I spent 15 years in this league, but you know, with his mentality, you know, as smart as he is, I know he's going to be successful as long as he's in this business.
Fred, how important has Kirk Heinrich been this season, and do you think the rest of the roster kind of appreciates how much he's meant to the franchise over a couple of years?
Oh, absolutely. Our guys, you know, appreciate Kirk as much as anybody on our roster. He's a guy that goes out and does the little things. He organizes everything on both ends of the floor. He's played some really good minutes for us. You know, maybe his best game was at Golden State when he was asked to guard Steph Curry. You know, for the entire game pretty much with Derrick Rose out that night. So Kirk, he does all the little things, and I know our guys do appreciate him.
Fred, as far as bouncing back from the wins goes, do you think that that mental toughness as a group comes from winning, or do you think that comes from within? Guys looking in the mirror saying, we've got to be better individually, and that goes to the team.
Well, I don't know. I guess it goes. These guys, I think, you know, they're just as disappointed as anybody with the way that these last 2 games have ended. And you know, I know it hurt. You know, it hurt us as coaches. It hurt the players. You got to find a way to put it behind you, learn from it, and get better. So, you know, that's the only thing we can do right now. We can't, unfortunately, go back in time and have those possessions late in the game over. But you got to learn from it. You know, and that's what I guess the sign is if you have that toughness, if you can bounce back, and hopefully tonight we will. Thanks, guys.